Because I'm going to give you an honest review. I'm not going to lie about anything. I'm not going to cherry coat anything. I'm going to give you an honest review. I'm going to make sure they know ahead of time that I'm going to give you an honest review, because I'm not going to get trapped into trying to tell you something's pretty with a bow on top when it's not. Hey there, hopefully I don't do too bad on this video, because for some reason my Pocket 2 will not connect to my phone to use as a screen. I don't know why that started becoming an issue, but it's been an issue for the last couple of months. Anywho, I wanted to talk to you about this light that I bought. This was not sent to me, I was not asked to review this light, nothing. I've had this light on my wish list since 2024 is when I put it on my wish list, and just never got around to getting one, and I was able to splurge the $9 to get one, and so I did so. And I just want to say there's different companies that I've reached out, talked to, and stuff like that I think get a little scared away from me reviewing their products. Because I'm going to give you an honest review. I'm not going to lie about anything. I'm not going to cherry coat anything. I'm going to give you an honest review. I'm going to make sure they know ahead of time that I'm going to give you an honest review, because I'm not going to get trapped into trying to tell you something's pretty with a bow on top when it's not. So, Jansno e-bike company was one I probably scared away a little bit. Man, my issue is influencers reviewing products that they know nothing about. That's my issue. These companies will not send products to competent individuals that can actually tell you a little bit about them, explain the ins and the outs, explain the difference between, say, an expensive brand versus a cheap brand. And what I feel is most important, be able to give you tips and tricks from a repair guy's perspective on how to be able to lengthen the life of those products as long as possible. And with things like e-bikes, little things like, say, yearly maintenance of lubrication. A lot of the e-bikes now have geared motor hubs. Just a yearly maintenance. Pull it apart, lubricate it, make sure everything looks good. If your gears are starting to get a little mangled, then you might want to look at replacing them. You know, just little maintenance that you're not going to find on a maintenance schedule in the user manual. But I can't show you these products when I don't have any. You know, I've got what I've got, and I can't show you my old DIY gearless hub motor e-bike and explain this stuff to you, because it doesn't have gears. I don't have one. So anyway, don't be scared away from my honesty. If you make even a halfway decent product, you got nothing to worry about. And I've got one of those, well, better than halfway decent products right here in my hand. I don't even know if this thing had a brand. They're sold under several names, right? $8.99 if you buy a single one of them. It's just a flashlight. Let me roll in a little video from the different levels that the actual regular flashlight, you know, the regular beam flashlight. I'm going to roll in video where you can see that real quick. That's one side bright, one side dim, two sides bright, two sides dim. Okay, so you got a little bit of an idea of you know, it's a little flashlight. So let me roll in a little bit of a video of me like walking with it and shining it in a dark area, so you can get a little better idea of the throw of the flashlight. Walk through here, kind of give you a little bit of an idea, little pathway back. I mean, you can see it's not shabby for a little flashlight. Okay, and one of the features I really like on this light is the area style light. Always nice to have a feature like that. And the magnet on the back of the light is just incredible. It is absolutely incredible. Let me go ahead and roll in a little bit of footage of me using that area light. It's got a little magnet on it, so you can put it up there for your to see to get in your shed, for instance, like I got it here. Once you got your shed unlocked, get into it or whatever, you can turn around and put it on the inside of the shed so that you've got light for that. Okay, now let me just show you real quick a little bit of footage of when I was walking with the area light. I know, boring. It's not bad for that style of like area light. It's not too bad. Not too bad. So anyway, you got to see this flashlight in action. I mean, sorry I didn't have any real tactical things to do with it for you, but you know, it's better than most flashlight reviews that people do these days. They don't even turn the damn thing on, at least outside in the dark or anything like that. They might turn it on at their desk, their table they're showing you, but they don't even go in the dark and turn it on. It's like, didn't you kind of miss the assignment? And anyway, so I like this thing. For $9, it seems pretty well constructed, except for one thing. I've got one complaint with this. So first of all, you saw you know, your forward-facing lights here, your regular flashlight. You can go with one bright, one dim, two bright, or two dim. And then with the cob here, I call it cob, they're all cobs. But with these, are more like an area light. And it has a bright, it has a low, and then there's a single red light, and then there's a red and blue light that flashes back and forth. It's really kind of stupid looking. There's the area light. There's on low, there's the red light, and there's a stupid little goofy flashing light. So, anyway, my only complaint, and it's a big one, it's this key ring holder. So if you're the manufacturer making this, understand that I know that this is a limited time feature, and that I got to keep an eye out for it when it does break so I don't lose the flashlight. Suggestion from a repair guy. However you can manage to do it, make that tang metal. Wouldn't cost very much. Just make that tang metal. Because that plastic, and I don't know if you'll be able to get a good view of it or not. Again, I'm looking through the stupid little 1-inch viewfinder thingy on the DJI Pocket 2. So, thanks DJI. No, I don't normally complain about them, but this Pocket 2 has been real flaky lately about connecting wirelessly. So anyway, you know, I mean, what, the Pocket 4 just came out, I think? You know, just a little hint, I think, but unless they're going to give me DJI Pocket 4 money, I won't have a DJI Pocket 4. Anyway, back to the light. So there's a little whiteness. I know. Crack your mayo jokes now. There's a little whiteness on the plastic, which is an indicator that it's been stressed. So it's only a matter of time before that little plastic tang goes bye-bye. So I would recommend doing something better with that. And then the one other thing that I highly recommend, even if you don't make a metal tang, this is even way more important. Include about a 10mm split ring that will fit right in there real nice. Because I don't even have one. I do, but I got it on something else and I can't, you know, take it off of it so I can use it here. I do absolutely have a 10mm split ring, but it's in use, homie. And that one there is a little over 10. It's not really a split ring. There's one. That's the one I was looking for. On my Militant Peanut XL. So yeah, just like a little 10mm split ring, just like that, because that would allow it to move a lot easier and not cause as much stress on that housing. So, yeah. Just my suggestion. This here didn't come with it. This is from a cheap set of those that I bought. Because it makes it nice to be able to take off my fingernail clippers or what have you by themselves. I carry these in my pocket, but the flashlight goes along on my side with 9 gazillion other things. So, anyway, I know. What are we at? Almost 10 minutes for a quote-unquote simple flashlight review. If you need a cheap, little, inexpensive light that got a hat clip, a magnet mount, I don't know, you need something like that for $9, don't hesitate. I'll put an affiliate link down in the description. So, get the thumbs up for me. Hope you have a good one. Shalom.